When you hear the name Gordon Ramsay, many things come to mind. Good food, impressive culinary skills, Michelin stars, a fiery temper, and a smart mouth. Rarely do you associate the name and image of the world-famous chef with kindness, and for a good reason. Most of his clips on the internet show him doling out heaps of insults and blunt comebacks to his apprentices, hotel owners,
work your ass off. The least these two guys can do is pay your fucking salary on time.
I don't have a secretary, Gordon.
and customers.
Okay, Gabriel.
Really? Why don't you just take a seat and just sit down and try to enjoy a cup of coffee?
How can you enjoy something?
However, in this video, we bring you something different and show you another side of the popular master chef. We bring you 10 videos where Chef Ramsay showed kindness and empathy. So take a seat and enjoy. Everyone knows that Gordon Ramsay doesn't cuddle amateur chefs. For one, he believes the harsh truth gives you the extra motivation to get things done right. This is why this video will surprise you. In this video, Chef Ramsay dissects an apple pie made by one of the contestants on MasterChef USA, Christine Ha. Chef Ramsay started with pleasantries and made lighthearted comments about how hard she worked on it. You can tell that Christine was prepared for the barrage of insults that usually come with Chef Ramsay. In fact, she had already downplayed her hard work and experience in anticipation of a verbal smackdown.
Honestly, Chef, there's just no excuse. I just was flustered and I'm not experienced with making pie at all, so there's just really no excuse.
Chef Ramsay's commentary started out pleasant, much to Christina's surprise. He told her it had all the makings of a good pie, despite the limited time she had. Chef Ramsay encouraged Christina, telling her to stop doubting herself.
I think it probably looks like a pile of rubbish.
It looks stunning, and it looks as delicious as Frank's. So stop doubting yourself.
The compliments soon overwhelmed Christine that she was moved to tears. Other contestants watching were also touched by his words.
Stop feeling upset with yourself, okay? You've got to start believing yourself more, okay?
Finally, he tasted the pie, and this is what he had to say.
The flavor's amazing, okay? It's delicious, so well done.
Many people have not seen Chef Ramsay in this light, but he can be very kind to chefs that he appreciates. Number 9. Gordon Ramsay at Mama Sherry's Soul Food Shack. The superstar chef visited Mama Sherry's Soul Food Shack, a small-sized restaurant in Brighton, UK. The owner of the food shack decided to treat Gordon Ramsay to one of her specials.
We've got some catfish goujons with hush puppy and our homemade pineapple salsa.
Things started looking good as soon as Chef Ramsay dug in. Everyone was waiting anxiously for him to say something, and finally, when he did, they couldn't believe their ears.
Hope he likes it.
Fucking hell. There's ribs. So tender.
He finished the meal and took his plate to the kitchen to have a word with Mama Sherry. He gushed over her food, saying it made him feel like he was back at his mother's place, eating homemade meals. Mama Sherry was overjoyed and gave him a big hug.
Thank you. Bloody delicious.
Thank you. Thank
It
you.
actually made me feel like I was back at Mum's for the first time
Oh.
and having some home cooking. It was very good.
Don't get me crying.
Number 8. Gordon Ramsay and Derek. This special moment of kindness is from an episode of MasterChef US, where Derek, one of the contestants in the competition, decided to make a rendition of Chef Ramsay's sticky toffee pudding with dates. When he announced that he would make the cake, Gordon Ramsay and other chefs on the show reminded him that he had neither the time nor experience to make it perfect. However, he insisted and claimed that Chef Ramsay would love it when he was done with it.
It's a rendition of Gordon Ramsay's sticky toffee pudding with dates.
Do you have any idea how difficult that is? We haven't got 3 hours.
Sir, I'm going to get it done in 45 minutes, and you are going to love it.
He finished making the cake and presented it before the judges. While the sous chefs passed compliments and encouraging comments on the cake, Chef Ramsay stayed quiet. He didn't say a word for a bit.
Caramel topping.
After the judges had a taste of the cake and gave their comments, it was time to choose a winner, and Chef Ramsay gave Derek 3 of his branded aprons. He then went further to tell Derek that the cake was amazing, and that the cake was as good as his, despite taking less time. This comment brought Derek and the other contestant to tears.
The beauty of this particular cake is it has to be seasoned well. And you did that with the spice mixture in there.
Came in here tonight to win an apron with your signature dishes, Gordon.
That was amazing. That was as good as mine. Keep on cooking like that. You are going far. Get an apron on.
Number 7. Gordon Ramsay and Gabrielle Lewis. In culinary competitions like MasterChef US, there can only be one winner. Gabrielle Lewis was one of the contestants on MasterChef US. Despite being defeated and eliminated from the competition, Gordon Ramsay ensured that the 19-year-old boy did not return to his job as a fast food server. Chef Ramsay started with the bad news of Gabrielle's defeat and elimination, news that brought tears and sad faces to other contestants in the competition.
Gabriel, I'm sorry, bud. Yashika, say goodbye to Gabriel and head back to your station, please.
After breaking the bad news to him, Gordon Ramsay praised his brilliance and talent. He also mentioned how rare it is to find someone of Gabriel's talent come through the competition. He then announced his incredibly generous offer to the young chef.
But you are not going back to be a fast food server. So I am personally going to send you to culinary school. I don't want you worrying about Mum and Dad, because I'm taking care of that. Thank you.
The sous chef also offered him the opportunity to work in one of his restaurants in New Orleans after completing his training sponsored by Chef Ramsay. Gabriel was overjoyed.
Got the potential to be great.
You might be going back to Oklahoma to take Chef Gordon's once-in-a-lifetime offer. But after that, I want you to leave Oklahoma and come to New Orleans.
All right.
Because I'm prepared to offer you a job in one of my restaurants. Will you accept my offer?
Oh, yeah, chef.
Outstanding.
Number 6. Gordon Ramsay and Hotel Chester. This was the case with Hotel Chester, a hotel owned by an aging couple, David and Suki Melendor. The hotel was failing due to many reasons, and the owners were too helpless to save their beloved establishment. Gordon decided to step in and lend a helping hand.
Sure as hell don't have to worry about finding it.
Gordon Ramsay also fixed the hotel's interior, adding lively colors and shades to pieces of furniture in the room.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Well, jump in. Go in. Please, this is definitely lovely.
As if that was not enough, Gordon Ramsay also created a new menu that reflected the locality of the hotel, hired a new chef with apprentices, and covered their salaries.
One more thing I'd like to show you. Please, come with me.
This hotel is in a vibrant college town in the heart of Mississippi. So I've created a menu that will attract a younger crowd and highlight.
Now, I've got someone I'd like to introduce you to. Someone who's very special with two unique assistants. Come through, please. Say hello to Enrica Williams. Now, she'll be Hotel Chester's new head chef. This lady is a very experienced chef, and she absolutely knows her stuff. I'm covering Enrica's salary.
And as the final act of kindness, he rented a more befitting apartment for David and Suki. Even better, he also covered the rent for 6 months.
I rented this for the next 6 months. I'm sure when the business kicks off, you'll have sufficient funds to rent this apartment.
Oh, I love it.
Number 5. Gordon Ramsay and the Grasshopper. When he showed the owners their hotel after the renovation and makeover, they could not believe their eyes. Mitchell and Maureen, the owners of the hotel, could not hold back tears when they saw what Gordon Ramsay did with the place.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Today's the beginning of the new Grasshopper.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Ready? Let's go. Come have a look.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Gone are the dark, dingy colours. The green walls have gone.
Very exciting.
Welcome to the new, beautiful, vibrant colour.
Apart from the interior decors, Gordon Ramsay also provided the hotel with an improved way of taking orders, using a POS system designed by a tech company, Halo. This addition was made to help the hotel become more efficient.
Extraordinary. Amazing. The state-of-the-art POS system, like Halo.
And there is more. Would Chef Ramsay do a hotel makeover without changing the menu? Of course not. So Gordon Ramsay also designed a new menu that reflected the Irish-American origin of the hotel. The dishes on the menu were better looking and better tasting.
Are the greasy, tired, uninspired dishes, and in its place are new, vibrant Irish-American dishes that are not only pleasing to the eye, but rich in taste and flavor.
Number 4. Gordon Ramsay and Dr. Yuna. The video opened with Gordon Ramsay visiting Dr. Yuna in her office to talk about the state of her restaurant. It was during this conversation that he learned that the business has $300,000 in credit card debt. This meant that she had only a month to save the business, or else it would go into foreclosure.
Probably over $300,000. You know, I just been using my credit card. I borrowed money to maintain the restaurant.
So, how much longer can you continue along these lines?
Probably a month.
Explaining the state of things brought sad tears to Dr. Yuna's eyes, and it was at that point that Gordon Ramsay made a promise to help her save the restaurant business. He also promised to talk to Keone, the doctor's son, who was named as one of the reasons why the business was failing.
This may be the first time in your life, Doctor, that you need help, and I'm here to do that for you.
Good.
And I'm sorry. I appreciate your honesty. Don't be sorry.
She's desperate and she's got so much riding on her shoulders. The big question for me is, how committed is her son to helping his mum?
Chef Ramsay fulfilled his promise and had a talk with Keone about the restaurant and how to help his mother save the business. By the end of the talk, Keone agreed to help his mother according to her instructions.
Let me tell you something. The most important lady in my life is my mother.
Right.
And what she's done for me has been extraordinary. Hasn't your mum done more than you could ever imagine?
Absolutely.
And that's coming from a lady that had no mum. So drop the bravado and focus on your family, because if this restaurant goes down, you're going down with it. Got it?
All right.
Thank you.
Number 3. Gordon Ramsay and the FRITE family. It started with the master chef realized that there was no way to revive the dying FRITE restaurant without reviving the dying relationship between Alex, his sister, Celine, and their father, Andre. He first took Andre into the back room and asked him to watch how he was going to talk to Alex and Celine through the CCTV monitor.
Nobody's opening up in front of each other. I want to try something, so I just want you to bear with me. Come with me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Please. Take a seat. I want you to sit here, watch and listen. What's happening between Celine and Alex?
He then went to talk to Celine, during which Alex joined them. During this conversation, the siblings got to the root of their problems and the reasons why they could not seem to communicate properly. It was an emotional conversation that saw the siblings understand their differences and resolve the problems they had.
Anymore for some reason.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? I don't see you wanting to come here.
It felt like he was going to give you the restaurant. I felt like, you know, I was losing not only the passion and the pride, but the whole aspect of the restaurant.
During the emotional reconciliation, Gordon Ramsay brought out Andre, and he was able to reconcile with his children. From that point, the resolve to save the restaurant got stronger.
We used to talk. We used to
have fun.
we used to be best friends. One step at a time.
Yeah, that's it.
That was what you did.
I love you. I love you.
Number 2. Gordon Ramsay and KALLISTA. KALLISTA was a 12-year-old girl battling leukemia in New Orleans. One of her wishes was to meet Gordon Ramsay in person, and she claimed she is an absolute fan of the famous chef. Somehow, Gordon Ramsay got to know of the wish, and when he was in New Orleans, he decided to pay a surprise visit to the young girl. The chef partnered with KALLISTA's father, her elder sister, and school authorities to plan the visit. KALLISTA's father and elder sister met Gordon Ramsay at the entrance of the school before going to wait for KALLISTA at the headmaster's office.
Is actually at my daughter's school, and KALLISTA is going to come through the door in like a minute.
I'm hiding. What a lovely, an amazing family. And with 3 daughters of my own, I understand the pain, but we're gonna stand strong, right? Yeah, we gotta stand strong.
Soon enough, Kallista was invited to the office, and you can imagine her joy when she saw her hero. For some minutes, she could not hold herself as she shed tears of joy.
Hey! Oh! Oh no! So good to see you. How was the gym? Hey! How was the gym? I'm sorry for interrupting class. You good?
Gordon Ramsay talked to her about school, her health, and also shared the snacks and pastries he brought for her. He mentioned how strong and inspiring Kallista is.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
And you've been amazing. How was gym class?
I was in music class.
Music class, what are you playing? When I see strong young girls like you, having 3 daughters of my own, you know what? You're inspiring. I want you to take them home. I've got some amazing little macaroons, a beautiful cake, and the most amazing cupcakes.
She also urged her to fight and beat cancer, and promised to stay in touch with her. After meeting her and having dinner with her, Chef Ramsay also donated over $10,000 to her GoFundMe to fund her treatment.
Dad, walk this in. Okay. Stay well, okay? Continue to fight this, because you are a strong winner. Remember that, okay? Yeah? We keep in touch?
Yes, please.
Keep me posted? Yeah? I'll make sure Dad's got an email. We got something else going on as well, but Dad will explain that. That's what Dad's are for. Yeah?
Number 1. Gordon Ramsay makes 24 wishes come true in 24 hours. This video explains itself. The popular chef partnered with Make-A-Wish, an organization that creates life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses, to make the wishes of 24 children come true within 24 hours. This was more of a challenge for Gordon Ramsay, and he did his best to fulfill all the wishes in record time. Some of these wishes included meeting some of the children in person.
Special surprise for you, right?
Hello, mate. Hello.
Oh, boy. Yes, welcome.
Helping them get onto their favorite shows.
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
There's a young lady, Perla. Her big wish is to come to the show and to say hello and to watch a taping of the show.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, yes, then we will do everything. We'll roll out the red carpet for her.
No, you're a star.
We will try to make it the single greatest show we have ever done, and we'll do it all for her.
And also, allow them to meet their heroes and see the things they enjoy.
Okay, is to come and meet you and decorate some cakes. Would you be up for granting that wish?
Absolutely.
We have one young man, Michael, age 17, that would love to come around, have a look at the garage.
Oh, sure, that'd be great.
The list is long, but regardless of this, Gordon Ramsay did his best to make all of the 24 wishes come true. So there you have it. Gordon Ramsay is making people happy and overjoyed to the point of tears. You will agree that this is quite a departure from the routine insults and smart-mouth comments. Which of these acts of kindness touched you the most? Let us know in the comment section.